All right, guys, we are back. Sorry about the little inconvenience that we had there, but now back into the game as quickly as we possibly can do. Apologies for the issues, but now MVP here is looking to try and dance around his opponent, get a good gauge of what's going on. He sees two Colossi, but that's about it, as ShoWTimE realizes that aggression time is now, so separating himself, super important.
Yeah, this is a good set of splits here from MVP, but can ShoWTimE do it too?
He's going to try and microback this Colossus. It does have Thermal Lance, so much easier to keep retained here, but at the same time, push over at the third base. He gets cleaned up as well. ShoWTimE has been constantly on top of this separation.
Yeah, ShoWTimE is doing all right for himself here. Looking at MVP, he's stopped SCV production at the same count. He's 1 barracks less than he was previously. He's got the Ghost Academy at the same time. He will go for the same push here. It's looking identical.
Yeah.
He's going to go for a push to try to win the game. Templar Archives is on its way. Storm is obviously fantastic here.
One difference also is the fact that he doesn't have a second star pot for 3 Viking production at a time, so that will be a little bit slower if he goes for it, but I think he's kind of accounting for the fact that his opponent might not have as many Colossi, you know, changing up to try and deal with that kind of push.
Well, MVP's just going to attack. He's going to pull SCVs and he's going to do the same, just as 2-1 completes here. His Viking count currently is only at 4, increasing by 2 at a time. It's now 6.
His macro is so strong. 108 army supply to 73.
Yeah,
it's
and he'll
ridiculous.
be very close to max out by the time this push comes, because he's up to 200 supply maximum already.
There are pylons over the left-hand side here for ShoWTimE to try and put on some counter-aggression, but I think he's going to need absolutely every single morsel to try and hold this off. It's going to be difficult.
All right, well, where is the SCV pull? When is it going to come? 2-1 is very near completion. Storm is not on its way. There's no Storm, it's just Archons.
Yeah. How well is that going to fare against this? He's trying to get +3 weapons as well. Scan goes down to try and clear up an Observer. And I don't think he killed anything.
No SCVs yet, though.
No SCVs.
No SCVs. Just a big push. 200 supply like that in an instant.
That was so
Here
fast.
come the SCVs from the natural.
Wow.
Complete, just beautiful macro here from MVP's. He maxes out so fast.
ShoWTimE is going to have a hard time holding this off. This is going to be difficult. MVP, what's he going to do? Is he going to spread himself across these 2 locations? There's really not a huge amount of force fields out. Maybe, what, 8 here for ShoWTimE to try and hold this off. He needs to buy more time for himself to get more Colossi out.
The Ghosts need to go in first. He's going to get the sentries. They're right at the front.
Yeah,
Time Warp comes down. Force fields already before he can even EMP anything.
And he has another sentry in the back full of energy still. ShoWTimE is playing this out a little bit better than he was previously. A little bit of a poke at the right-hand side. Not doing too much, though, for MVP.
And MVP has opened up the left-hand side here. The EMPs are going to come down on this army. This is it. This is going to be everything.
Oh, he needs more force fields or anything here. Time warps go down, but all those zealots have lost a lot of their shields. Another Colossus from the left-hand side. How much can these Colossi clean up? Army supplies 100 to 85, but the Colossi are still
Vikings
retained.
are gone.
They're gone. They're gone. The Colossi, all they have to do is chew through this army. Force fields denying the bio as well.
That's it.
Oh my god.
That's it. 4 Colossus stand tall. The blink forward aggressively.
Wow.
ShoWTimE's done it. He's going to be able to beat MVP 2 times in a row.
And there you go. GG, ladies and gentlemen. ShoWTimE has defeated Season 1's champion. And now ShoWTimE advances on to the round of 16.
That's right. The WCS continues to be the upset tournament here with MVP being knocked out. So far, Naniwa, big name. TLO, big name. MVP, big name. And ShoWTimE makes it into the round of 16.
Wow. Wow. ShoWTimE is not a name I expected to move on to the round of 16 like this. In a group with Vortex and MVP there. What a performance by him. Congratulations to him for defeating MVP twice in one day.
That's right. What a crazy day that we've had here, as things are now pretty much wrapped up at the WCS. And as mentioned, apology for the problems earlier. But that's it, man. What a crazy day we've had.
Certainly so. And in just a little bit, guys, we are probably going to be getting an interview with ShoWTimE. I'm very interested to see what he has to say about today. Because, as you rightly pointed out before, he was nervous going into this. On his Twitter, he was clearly super nervous about going up against MVP. I want this interview.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he's got anything to say here, as we do, as mentioned. Finish up day number 3, Group C.
And that's it for the week, actually,
that's it for the week.
WCS
Next week,
EU.
of course, we continue on with 3 more days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. looking forward to those days as well. Some good groups.
Yep, some very, very good groups. But guys, we shall go to a short break. And then when we are back, hopefully we shall have an interview with the winner himself, Mr. ShoWTimE.
Pure precision with a true 8200 DPI Pro Aim laser sensor. Get pure speed with a 32-bit Turbo Core V2 processor. Get pure command power with the Easy Shift button duplicator. Get pure atmosphere with a 16.8 million color lighting system. Rocket Cone Pure.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the World Championship Series, European Premier League season number 3. We have the victor moving on to the round of 16 on the line now. He is ESC ShoWTimE. So, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine, very fine. Super happy that I won and advanced now.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. Very, very impressive stuff from you. So, okay, going from the very beginning here, going into this group, what were your expectations here going up against your familiar opponents?
Actually, someone messaged me and told me, here's your group, you're in the group with MVP. And first I was like, well, okay, that's not very good for me, I guess. But then I thought about it a bit more and I was like, maybe I can beat MVP and No Name, but Vortex is a guy that I have to fear because usually I never win against him on ladder or in tournaments, so I was really scared of him and not so much of MVP.
I mean, what's the big reasoning for not being scared of MVP? Is it because your Protoss versus Terran is in good shape? Is it maybe because he played from Korea? What's the big factor in not being scared of him?
I would say several things. One side, of course, plays from Korea, and in PvT, the micro is the most important, I think. So with lag, he has quite a hard time against me in the PvT late game, I guess. That's why I also think he pulled SCVs basically every game. And my PvT is quite good, I would say, and I'm quite confident in it. So yeah, I guess that's it.
All right, well, I mean, a lot of people watching the stream, watching the VODs, don't really know too much about you. Of course, it's your debut in the Premier League. Do you want to just explain a little bit about who you are, StarCraft career, what you've achieved in the past, just so kind of people get to know you a little bit more for who you are and what you've done?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Tobias Sieber. I'm from Germany, and I'm 19 years old. Currently, I'm playing for Team ESC, and my StarCraft 2 career, I finished my high school like a year ago, and then I started to take a year off to play StarCraft 2 full-time. And I didn't achieve much internationally, I would say. I only got some good results in smaller cups and online cups. So far, I only had one offline experience. This was in Germany as well, in Hamburg. So, yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay.
Moving on to the round of 16, how well do you feel you can do during the round of 16? Have you had much experience offline, and how do you cope with an offline setting?
Well, like I said, I only had one offline event so far, so I'm not 100% sure how I deal with my nerves and so on. So I can't really say it. So
okay.
All right. If you were to summarize your feelings after beating MVP twice today, go for it.
I was so super happy. In this group, I didn't really have any expectations to move on or get first or second. I just try to show good games and not to think about who I play. And when I beat him, I jumped in the air, and I was really happy.
I bet it must be a pretty intense feeling as you're there setting up. Especially when you see what's coming before it comes. You're like, all right, this is it. I'm playing MVP. If I make this defense, I'm gonna beat him. Is that like a really nerve-wracking thing for you? Were you feeling it in the game? Were you shaking? Were you sweating?
I wasn't really shaking, but there were so many moments where I thought I was gonna lose, especially in the first best of 3. So every time he pulled SCV and it had this huge army in front of my base, I was really scared. But in most cases, I had better upgrades, so I knew that if I somewhat control my army right, I can beat it.
Will there be much celebrating tonight, or is it too early before the round of 16? Do you want to do more before the celebration of moving on from round 32? Anything planned?
Well, I don't think I will celebrate today, but
okay.
Maybe if I advance further in the tournament.
Okay. What are your plans? To kind of prepare. Do you have anything in order for the round of 16, or are you just like Vortex, just gonna wait for the groups to come out and just continue doing your own thing?
Yeah, I think so. I have to wait for the groups because I can't really prepare anything, especially if I don't know who I'm playing. So I will just.
Do you feel that you have any weaknesses right now across your 3 matchups? Which is your weakest, do you think, at the moment?
Actually, I think that PvT is my weakest, as weird as it sounds, but
yeah.
Usually I'm quite confident in every matchup right now. I would say that my PvP is a slightly bit better than the others, and my PvT a bit worse. But recently I struggled a bit with PvC, so I'm not sure 100%.
It's because there's none of them Terrans in the German scene, apart from this Marine that's coming up. And Goody, of course. But are we going to be seeing you at any other events other than WCS, or is this your sole focus right now?
Right now, only focused on WCS.
Okay. So any last questions, Apollo?
No.
No? Good. Any last words from you, ShoWTimE? Any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Thanks for everyone supporting me. I hope that the people aren't quite too upset about me knocking out MVP. I know he has a lot of fans and everyone wants him to advance, but I try to show good games in the round of 16. And yeah, thanks.
All right.
All right, thank you very
See you
much.
in Cologne, my friends, in the round of 16.
See you in a
See you.
bit.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that was ShoWTimE, guys, performing super, super well throughout the day. Really doing very impressively. Now moving on to the round of 16. And that does it for today.
That's right, and we'll be back next week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to cover the next 3 groups in a row.
Don't forget, guys, in a few hours' time, there is WCS America Challenger League with Ryung, Killer, Hook, and the STC facing off to see who gets into WCS America Premier League. And that's going to be it from us.
Ah, that's right, guys. So we will see you next week.